views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. What dreams may come. Are you seeking personal guidance? Transformation Talk Radio presents Psychic World with John G. Sutton. One of Britain's top clairvoyants is your spiritual guide. Call in 1-800-930-2819.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Psychic World. I am indeed John G. Sutton, and with me this evening is my incredible co-host, the remarkable Countess Starella. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Countess.
Good evening, friends. Very glad to have you.
Welcome aboard, Countess Starella. Countess, this evening, first and foremost, do you believe, like I believe, that this show is all about the people who are listening? This show is all about you. This show is about your dreams, your aims, ambitions, your hopes, and your very life that you're living now. All the questions that you want answered, you can call in and you can speak to myself. This is often a very difficult world, but the Countess and I are here. We will help. And you can call in on the following numbers. Call in 800-930-2819, or you can call on 401-322-9091. This evening we will be pleased to take your calls. We've got a very special subject this evening, and a subject that people often say to me, well, how can this psychic, how do psychic gifts work? For me, it's a gift, but I do believe that everybody has the gift to a certain extent. It's tuning in the gift. It's like being able to play the piano. Some people will play the piano very quickly. I mean, you could teach me for 100 years, and I'd probably bat out a little bit, but other people have a very natural ability. But despite having a natural ability, one still has to practice and tune in. And tune in the piano too, but you've got to tune in your own gifts. The way I tune my gifts in, and perhaps it's the same for the Countess, I believe it is through meditation. And the theme for this show this week is meditation. But what is meditation? To me, meditation is a state of mind in which you're relaxed, but you're also alert. You see, during meditation, you should aim to be fully aware, but at the same time, perfectly calm. It differs from person to person, but it has to be controlled. And to achieve this control, you must focus your mind in a state of contemplation. The idea is to achieve what they call the alpha state, which is a different vibration of the mind, because we have two sides to our mind: the left hemisphere, which is the logical, and the right hemisphere, which is the dreamer. You've got to switch off the logical and open up the dreamer. How do you meditate, Countess?
Well, I love being near bodies of water because the alpha waves are present, and I find it very easy to slip into that state. And quieting the mind is quite a challenge for most people because the mind is chattering ceaselessly all the time. And one must practice this habit of relaxing and zoning out of the ordinary chatter of the thoughts. For me, being in nature and being near water is very valuable. But if I'm home, I'm quiet, and I'm trying to focus on just the stillness and softness of the universe.
Very good. There are many different ways that I find to initiate meditation. You could perhaps take a warm bath, listen to melodic classical music, look at the trees, listen to the birds, observe the birds, as you say, observe nature. Take a flower and just look at the intricate beauty of its petals, or stroke your pet, your dog or a cat. But once you've done that and you are reasonably relaxed, then go into proper meditation. These are some of the steps that I take. You would undo if you're wearing a collar and tie, as I sometimes do if I'm working. Then undo that and relax. You sit back into a favourite chair or perhaps even lie on a bed. You've got to let your arms rest and relax your body a step at a time. Ease out all the stress of the day. And then listen to your breathing and count the number of breaths you are taking in a minute. Be aware of your body, taking in and expelling the air. Breathe out and slowly and deliberately. And slow down your breathing rate and continue to control your breathing for approximately 5 to 8, maybe 10 minutes, yeah? Once you've got yourself deeply into a controlled situation, then you focus your mind. You've got to count your breaths and focus your mind, but keep your eyes awake, keep your eyes alert, because although you're relaxed, you must remain in an alert state, because it's during this state of relaxation but alertness that you will get your visitations. When you're meditating, Countess, do you have visions or images flash into your mind?
Beautiful, magical, wonderful images. That is one of the highlights of being able to slip into that state. And yes, I'm with you. Music often helps you to totally relax.
Well, if anybody's out there thinking, well, I want to actually become a psychic, I want to enable my paranormal powers to switch on, the key to all this really has got to be the alpha state, and meditation is the key to entering that alpha state. Experienced psychics such as myself and Countess Starella can switch very quickly from the beta state, which is our normal alert conversational state, and move consciousness almost at will. But it's taken myself many, many years to achieve this ability. But you can do it. And there are times when even I find it difficult because the stresses of the day, and as I say at the beginning of the show, this is often a very difficult world. So we have always got the stresses of day-to-day life, but you put them out of your mind. You get into the alpha state. And once you're there, many people will start to see little images pop before their eyes. With me, it sometimes appears like a television screen. But one of the key things to me to enable me to do this, when I was a child, I started by staring at the wall and counting the number of flowers on the flowered wallpaper. But there are many different ways you can do this to distract your mind. You can use a small crystal which you stare at and examine the intricacies of the crystal, a polished stone, perhaps a ring. Just gaze at the palm of your hand or your wristwatch or a coin or a flower even. Perhaps the flickering light of a candle flame, or try and concentrate on the smoke of incense, something to distract your mind. But once you're able to achieve the alpha state, whilst you're fully awake and alert, then you will tune into your psychic powers. Many people will see things, other people will hear voices. But the thing to remember is this is perfectly natural. It isn't something to be frightened of. It's something that you are aiming to achieve to enable your psychic facilities to function properly. Countess, have you got anything to add? Because that's just a very brief introduction into meditation, and the right way to do it would be to get yourself a book on the subject, or to join a meditation class, or even a psychic development group, because many areas do have psychic development programs, and you can join in there, and they will always teach you meditation because it is the key to opening your psychic facilities. Would you like to have a word on that, Countess?
Yes, I love this idea. It's come so much to the forefront over the last few years, and no matter where you live, there will be some group near you that is practicing this, and once you've experienced it, you'll want to do it again. You will become fascinated by the whole process, that there's this other dimension to watching and opening the mind.
Indeed. Well, we started our programs. The first one we had a nice song on, which was called "Flowers," which was based on my work. Then we're going to hear a song this week, which is called "Big Fat Tree," which is based on a dream that my grandson had. He was staying with me at my place in the Lake District in England, which is the most beautiful place in the world, and this is the song that he and I wrote. It's called "Big Fat Tree." If we could hear "Big Fat Tree."
I was dreaming of a big fat tree. I was climbing, there was you and me. When we got to the top, what do you think we could see? It was a big fat tree.
We saw flowers, birds in the sky, children laughing to a lullaby. There was peace at last for you and me at the top of the big fat tree. I was dreaming of a big fat tree. I was climbing, there was you and me. When we got to the top, what do you think we could see? It was a big fat tree. We saw people in foreign lands. They were happy and holding hands. Saw rivers running to the sea from the top of the big fat tree. We had struggles, the climb was tough. You helped me when I had enough. So yes, together there was you and me. We had climbed the big fat tree. I was dreaming of a big fat tree. I was climbing, there was you and me. When we got to the top, what do you think we could see? It was a big fat tree.
Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella, one of Britain's most respected psychic mediums. John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net.
Tune in each Wednesday at noon Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com for the hit show Out of the Fog with Karen Hager. Spark your spirit and ignite your soul with spiritual conversation and enlightening guests that'll help catapult you into action. You'll meet metaphysical movers and shakers and light workers, guaranteed to raise your vibration. Karen's down-to-earth style and lively curiosity is what makes this show super special. Visit FogCityPsychic.com to find out more and to book your private intuitive reading today.
Westerly Fitness friends, take notice and save the date. We have an open house and free workout day on Saturday, February 1st. The gym is open from 7 to 6, but specials and samples run from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Free 10-minute massage with Liz Volpe, massage therapist. Free supplement samples from SBB high-quality supplements. Free food provided by Phil's Marketplace. Free high-protein peanut butter samples from Go Nuts Company, LLC, and so much more. Sign up for a 24 or 12-month EFT membership and get your first month free. And bring in the competitor scan card and you'll get an additional month free added to your 12-month program. That's 2 free months if you come in with your competitor's key. February 1st at Westerly Fitness, open house and free workout day for the community. Our friends at WBLQ will be broadcasting live that day. You can stop by and meet some of your favorite radio personalities or vie for some free giveaways. We'll see you then.
Called the Oprah of radio by her listeners, award-winning host Dr. Pat Baccili is blowing the doors off of traditional talk radio. Get ready for an energizing delivery and powerful interviews with leaders in the field of human potential. Dr. Pat's fresh, new perspective on living life full out has catapulted her show to the top of talk radio. Tune in and Dr. Pat will help you thrive instead of merely survive. Visit thedrpatshow.com. That's THEDRPatShow.com for listening times in your area.
Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Psychic World. My name is John G. Sutton, and with me this evening is the incredible Countess Starella. This show, it's all about you. We'd like you to call in. The numbers to call are 800-930-2819, or you can call 401-322-9091. As I say, the show is about you. It's about your hopes, your aims, your ambitions, your aspirations, your love life even. About what the points that matter to you. If you ring in, you can speak to myself, John G. Sutton, or Countess Starella. Countess, people have been asking me, how can they contact Countess Starella?
At CountessStarella.com or the wonderful world of Oranum.com.
Oranum.com. So people go on to Oranum.com and there's a search engine there?
Yes, they will find me at Countess Starella, Queen of Oranum.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've seen your image on there. You've got these crazy hats and somebody told me the other day you were wearing feathers. Is that right?
Oh, my goodness. I'm surrounded by magical feathers. Look out, Lady Gaga. Starella is in the house. I spend hours creating these crazy things.
What was this you had on your head the other day? Was it peacock feathers?
Yes, peacock and ostrich feathers. Big one.
Right, okay. Well, it's certainly something amazing to see. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see the amazing Countess Starella, you go to www.aranum.com and you can get in touch with Countess Starella direct there through the system. Just log in. And if you want to speak to me, my name is John G. Sutton. You have a look on the internet. Google me. I would highly recommend that so that you know who you're talking to. I've written loads of books. You go on to Amazon.com. Have a look at Amazon.com. You will see there that I've written a number of books. You can download them, or there's a collection of poetry in which I read. And speaking of poetry, I'm going to read you one of my poems. This is a poem that I wrote for a dear friend of mine who was hit by a car when he was crossing a traffic and seriously injured. It took him some years to die, and he was a very good family man who did not want to die. And this is how I visualized his first day in a different dimension. And this is called I Was Gone. I was gone this morning when I looked in the mirror to comb my hair. In the living room I searched, there was no one in my chair. I was gone this afternoon when I tried to dry your tears. It's so hard to see you crying for those long ago years. I was gone this evening as you went to climb the stair. Then you turned, but didn't see me. My footsteps trod the air. I was gone in the moonlight as the silent silver shone. Then I heard you whisper my name, but I was gone. I was gone. You see, There is no death, Countess Starella. I absolutely believe there is no death. There is another dimension, and when we step through that door into the next world, we may be gone from this world, but we are in a new world. You absolutely believe that, don't you?
Totally concur in every way. It's as though one is falling asleep and awakening in quite a lovely, unique, and different space and time.
Indeed. People often say to me, well, what about heaven and hell? Well, I have been on 2 separate occasions practically dead. And on one occasion, in fact, they flew my mother over from Canada where she was living to attend my funeral. I was seriously ill. I had blood poisoning, and they did not believe that I would last the night. I got through all right. But during that time, I was in the next dimension. Now, I personally believe when people talk about heaven and hell, that we are actually creating that for ourselves as we live on earth. And as we conduct our lives, I personally believe that it's birds of a feather flock together. And the way that you'll conduct your life in this world reflects upon where you will be heading into the next world. So if you've lived a life of reason, you've been a reasonable person, then in the next world, that is exactly what you will be. Because when I stepped through into the world beyond for a moment, what I saw there was very much like this world. I didn't actually get taken to my destination because before that happened, I decided that I wasn't going and was allowed to return. But obviously the people who did end up at their destination would find that they had built their own house. So if you're behaving in a very obnoxious, bad and despicable manner, when you get there, you'll be living in a mud hut. But if you've actually applied yourself to helping other people and you haven't been avaricious, materialistic, or basically a bad, wicked person, then when you step into the world beyond, you have absolutely nothing to fear. It doesn't matter if you've got money in this world, if you're poor. Many angelic souls have got no money, and they are in this world helping other people. You help other people, Countess, don't you?
Day and night. It is truly my mission, and I find the avenues that are open to us because of our gifts are quite wonderful, and because of media these days, we're able to reach so many people who are in need. And sometimes their questions and concerns may seem, rather small to others, but they're serious concerns, and no question is too small or too insignificant or too huge. We will serve wherever we're needed.
Absolutely, and I have found lately that are you familiar with the term thaumatology?
No, what is it?
It's miracle healing. And I awoke in the middle of the night, it's about 6 months ago now, and there were a number of spirits around my bed. And as I woke, I was actually speaking, so I woke up actually in the middle of a sentence, and I was saying, I will not do this. And there were spirits around my bed, and a voice said to me, you will do this. And a brilliant white light shone directly right through my chest. And from that point on, then I was instantly back asleep. And from that point on, I have been healing people. And it's not something that I've ever sought to do, It's something that I've been directed to do. And it's perfectly, it seems perfectly normal for me to do it now. But 6 months ago when I started, which is very, very new really in my terms, 6 months ago it was completely strange and I felt slightly odd doing it. But now I'm actually helping people, and a number of people on Arainum, that's arainum.com, can see me, Psychic John G, on arainum.com. I do give healing on there, and the results are being posted on my wall, on my board there, to say that yes, they have received the healing and they have it has been effective. Have you healed people?
Yes, since very, very, very young. An ability to empathetically touch them and assist them in activating the components of the beautiful human body to heal and help itself. There's a pharmacy in the brain, and if it can be activated, it can accomplish true miracles. And I feel these are part of our gifts.
I feel it is. I mean, people who work in a psychic way open themselves to the powers of the universe, and it is my personal belief that the spirits will interact with the best instrument they can find. So if you are prepared to help the spirit world and you are adapt and you're able, then they will use you. And the more that you use that gift, the more they will come to you. They come to you, Countess Starella, because you're a happy, convivial, you're a healing force, whether you may think so or not. Your voice actually empowers people to live their lives in a positive manner. I hope that I'm able to do that. You must find that people get some joy from visiting you on Aranum, yes?
I tell them daily, let us laugh our way to happiness and enlightenment and success. Yes.
Absolutely right. People, this evening, if you want to speak to myself, John G. Sutton, or you would like to speak to Countess Starella, you can call in. Please call us. The number is 800-930-2819, or you can call on 401-322-9091. And if you want to contact me personally, the right way to do it will be to have a look on the internet at www.psychicworld.net. The show is called Psychic World. My website is called Psychic World. It's psychicworld.net. My name is John G. Sutton. With me this evening is the amazing Countess Starella, and we'll be back.
Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella. One of Britain's most respected psychic mediums, John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net.
Called the Oprah of radio by her listeners. Award-winning host Dr. Pat Baccili is blowing the doors off of traditional talk radio. Get ready for an energizing delivery and powerful interviews with leaders in the field of human potential. Dr. Pat's fresh, new perspective on living life full out has catapulted her show to the top of talk radio. Tune in and Dr. Pat will help you thrive instead of merely survive. Visit thedrpatshow.com. That's THEDRPatShow.com for listening times in your area.
Tune in each Wednesday at noon Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com for the hit show Out of the Fog with Karen Hager. Spark your spirit and ignite your soul with spiritual conversation and enlightening guests that'll help catapult you into action. You'll meet metaphysical movers and shakers and light workers, guaranteed to raise your vibration. Karen's down-to-earth style and lively curiosity is what makes this show super special. Visit FogCityPsychic.com to find out more and to book your private intuitive reading today.
Join the Pacific Northwest EFT Tappers at the 4th Annual Tappers Gathering this March 1st at Bastyr University. Tapping enthusiasts from across the region will be sharing healing stories, learning different EFT applications, and forging a strong community. This event raises money and awareness for continuing EFT tapping scientific research. All net proceeds go to our 501c3 nonprofit conducting a study showing how EFT can alter gene expression. Bring your cards and information for a fulfilled day of networking and inspiring one another. Visit www.nwtappersgathering.com or call 360-661-6877. www.nwtappersgathering.com or call 360-661-6877. Thank you for listening to Transformation Talk Radio. Like us on Facebook /Transformation Radio Network. Tweet and follow us at TransformNet. Visit us at www.transformationtalkradio.com and find us on Pinterest, Google+, YouTube, spiritualnetworks.com, Flickr, Tumblr, and Spreaker. Just search for Transformation Talk Radio. Please stay tuned at the top of the hour.
Good evening and welcome back to Psychic World. I am John G. Sutton, and with me this evening is the incredible Countess Starella. We have a caller, Cynthia. Can I please speak to Cynthia?
Hi, this is Cynthia.
Hello, Cynthia. Thank you very much for calling into Psychic World. How are you? Very well, I believe.
Yes, I'm doing really well. How are you doing?
Oh, well, we're doing really good. I mean, I'm in the United Kingdom. Did you know that?
Yes, I go on a random, and I talked to you a couple different times. I don't know if you... This is Celestial Prime.
Celestial!
Oh.
Yeah, I just wanted to call because I've never really listened to your radio program before. And I just thought I would come on and... Hello.
Wow, hello, yeah. So you and our rooms on the random.com. Very good, yeah. Yeah, you come into mine quite a bit. We have a bit of fun in there, don't we, Celestial?
Yes, it's really fun. You were talking about meditation and, meditating, every day and focusing on a particular thing.
That's right,
a flame, yes. And all that. You were talking about when you were a child and you would look at, I guess, something on the wall or wallpaper, whatever, and you focused on something. I used to do that when I was little myself. But I would focus on wood, like there'd be wood, and I would focus, and I'd see pictures of, I would make up, pictures. I guess I could see things through just something I was focusing, whatever it would be,
right.
A window or whatever. So it was fascinating that you mentioned that.
That's how it works, Cynthia. You're opening another. You're opening your eyes to another dimension. Where we are living now in this material dimension, I believe it's interacting with other dimensions. So there are parallel dimensions alongside this dimension, and what you're seeing what you were seeing when you were actually concentrating on that, you're opening the right hemisphere, so that you're enabled to see what exists alongside this world. But when you were seeing that, did you have an imaginary friend as a child, Cynthia?
I don't really know. I felt like I had a spirit guide with me. I felt that there was something guiding me, and I don't really remember having an invisible friend or imaginary friend. I never really remembered that.
Because I do believe that there is a spirit that's walked with you since you were born. I mean, we do all have guardian angels, but I believe that you have been to at certain times, because you're sensitive, Cynthia. You will have been aware that there are spirits watching over you. Yeah. Do you know a place called Arden?
Arden, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any reason to go to Arden? I hear something about a place called Arden.
There's a place called Arden Way or Arden Shopping Center, Arden area. Yeah, I go to that area to visit my fiance's daughter who just had a baby. We go over there to visit in that area. Yes.
Right, no, that's very good, because I hear this thing about Arden, but I see happiness and flowers and beautiful conversations. I hear and laughter. This is a very beautiful area for you, Arden. I mean, obviously, I'm just telling you what I hear. But the man that's with you at the moment, he's told you very much that he loves you. And as we get into Valentine's Day, I do feel that you will be seeing some more flowers, Cynthia. You particularly fond of roses?
Yes, I used to have roses in front of my house. I do like roses, different types, a variety of roses. Yes.
Right. Well, I feel that you're going to get some very special roses from your lover, and this man does actually have a great deal of affection for you. So I do feel that it will work. Would you like to have a quick word with Countess, Cynthia?
Oh, sure. Thank you. Yes, I would.
Hello, darling. It's so wonderful to hear your voice. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for visiting us. We're thrilled.
Yes, it's nice to hear you. Yes,
and I
love coming into your room because you sing a lot. Well, yeah, you used to sing a lot and play your guitar, and I can really, relate to that. I've always been around music almost all my life, and I enjoy just coming in and talking to you. And you're a very pleasant person.
Thank you, darling. It's a really unusual place to create new friends, and there's nothing like hearing the sound of one's voice. And I feel this is a good year for you. Approaching 2014, do you feel things are looking positive and good for you? I do.
Yes, I do. So it's getting better.
I would
I feel that things are going to happen.
Yeah, put the past behind and focus on your heart's desire and let the benevolent forces of the universe come in and bring these things to you.
Okay.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, Cynthia, I don't know if you've planned an overseas vacation, but you are flying out of the country during the next 12 months. Have you been planning this, Cynthia?
Yeah, my sister, she runs in the marathons, and she's planning on going to London. And I told her I'd go with her.
You will be doing.
She wouldn't have to be alone. Yeah,
you will be doing, Cynthia. But when you come to London, Cynthia, don't stay in London. Get yourself on a train and come and see the Lake District. It's the most beautiful place on earth.
Okay, I will.
You've seen all the. I have over 1,000 pictures on my gallery at Rainham. You must have seen them, Cynthia. Yes.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, well, you've got to get yourself up there. I know that you're flying overseas. London, fantastic place. It doesn't feel like home to me, London, because it's just so busy. Because I live in the countryside, out in near the Lake District. But you really must come up and have a look at that if you get the chance. Have a talk to me on arainham.com, and you can have a look at my website too, psychicworld.net. And have you seen my new YouTube channel, Psychic World?
Actually, I have not had a chance to really go on that site. I haven't seen that recently.
Oh, it's only just gone up, Psychic World, on YouTube, but it's got all my radio shows on there from here. So if you have a listen next week, you'll be able to hear yourself, Cynthia.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. That's exciting. Okay, great.
So Cynthia, listen, the relationship that you've got here, I feel it's working really, really, really working well. This connection you've got with the place in Arden, there is a lot of joy there. I know that there is already one child there, but I feel that next year there's going to be another child. Do you know this?
Actually, the person that I'm thinking of, she had a child 7 years ago, and she has another one, and she really didn't want to have another child because it's too much. But you never know. Could be somebody else.
I feel that there is, and I feel that there is happiness and joy in that family, and that they will get a lot more out of this than they imagined, because it is bringing happiness and joy into the world. It's a happy family that you visit there, and also, Cynthia, I do feel that you will be doing some further studies this year.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking about it, yeah.
You are thinking about it. But believe me, you are going to do
book.
it.
I want to finish. I'm going to get a degree in English, so.
Oh.
I do feel that you will do that. And Cynthia, you haven't finished there. Once you've got your degree in English, you're going to teach. Did you realize that?
No, I didn't really realize that. I used to be assistant teacher, but I really didn't aspire to go that far. But yeah, that sounds good.
No, Cynthia, I'm very psychic, me. That is exactly what you're going to do. You're going to get your degree in English. You're going to get your degree in English. You'll love that, by the way. Have you been enjoying our poetry?
Oh yeah, I love poetry. Yes, I do. I love your poetry. Especially love your poetry. Yes.
All right, yeah. One of my poems is being read tonight by another one of the Araynham ladies called Lady of Your Heart. She's reading one of my poems tonight. In fact, she's reading the one I did, I Was Gone. She's reading that tonight.
That's really nice. Okay.
Being a poet, you've got to get a message across, I believe. Last week we did Edgar Allan Poe. I really enjoy Edgar Allan Poe. You read Edgar Allan Poe, Cynthia?
Yes. A friend of mine, she took me to a poetry corner in Sacramento, and I got a hold of Edgar Allan Poe book because my friend, a man that I used to date, was related to Edgar Allan Poe, and he had one of the books. The family, one of his books. So I started reading it, and I started to become interested in poems because of the book.
So that's exactly how I started. Poems. And believe it or not, Countess too. Cynthia, you've been a wonderful guest.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in, Cynthia. We'll see you on Araynham.com, where you can see Countess Starella, or you can see Psychic John G. This is Psychic World. And we're going to just, for a moment, Countess, if people want to contact you via your website, how do they do that?
CountessStarella.com.
That's www.CountessStarella.com. Is there a facility there to book private readings with you?
Yes, but they might find it even easier to pop into Araynham.
Okay, well, if they pop into Araynham, they can see me. I'm Psychic John G on there. Or please do have a look at my website, psychicworld.net. And we're going to take a break now, and we'll be back.
Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella, one of Britain's most respected psychic mediums. John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net.
Tune in each Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 Eastern Time on Transformation Talk Radio to Limelight Radio with Katina Makris. This is an inspirational, cutting-edge radio show educating worldwide listeners on a diversity of Lyme disease-related topics. Each week, Katina will interview some of the world's leaders in health, wellness, spirituality, and human potential. For more information, visit limelightradio.com.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
Tune in each Tuesday at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com for the Dr. Julie Show, All Things Connected with Dr. Julie Kroll, featuring weekly segments with David Eisen and the Chakra Sound System. Each week, you will journey through infinite possibilities, expand into social potential, and find beautiful beginnings where endings leave off. Change makers from around the world will explore what's emergent about the environment, relationships, health, and the evolution of consciousness. Visit thedrjulieshow.com.
Tune in each Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com for the hit radio show that illuminates the heart-centered bond of animal and human as souls destined to find each other in a lifetime. Each week, this world-renowned animal communicator, through her live call-in show, will assist you in understanding animals as light beings, here to raise the vibrational level of this planet. They're ready. Are you?
Good evening and welcome back to Psychic World. I am John G. Sutton. With me this evening is the incredible Countess Starella. Hiya, Countess.
Hello, darling. Having a good night, I am.
We are having a great night, and we had Cynthia calling there from Sacramento. Cynthia, thank you very much for calling in. We enjoyed your call very much, and we will speak to you, no doubt, on Aranum.com, where both Countess Starella and Psychic John G do work. Or you can see us direct at our website, which is CountessStarella.com or PsychicWorld.net, where you can find John G. Sutton. Or do Google me, or have a look on Amazon. There's loads of stuff out there. My name is John G. Sutton, and it's a cold night out there. And for all you people who are there alone, the Countess and I are going to sing a little song. Are you ready, Countess?
Yes.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart?
Does your memory stray to a brighter sunny day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said that the world's a stage, and each must play a part. Fate had me playing in love, with you as my sweetheart. Act 1 was where we met, and I loved you at first glance. You read your lines so cleverly and never missed a cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change, and you acted strange. Why, I guess I'll never know.
Honey, you lied when you said you loved me, and I had no cause to doubt you. But I'd rather go on hearing your lies than to go on living without you. Now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there with emptiness all around. And if you won't come back to me, then make them bring the curtain down.
Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell
me, dear, are you
lonesome tonight? We murdered that. Hey, Elvis, yeah. Thank you very much.
Elvis lives.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Well, I've really enjoyed this evening's show. We've got another song lined up. I believe we've got another song lined up. This is, again, Big Fat Tree was recorded by my friend Lois J. Barine and the incredible Jack Wills from Columbus, Ohio. So if you're listening, Lois and Jack, hi there. We're going to play a song now that is based on a poem I wrote called Flowers, which you've already heard once, but by popular demand. Can we please hear Flowers?
Flowers in the fields, the roses that grow, are God's way of letting us know the most beautiful things sent from above. Flowers show us the power of love. Flowers show us the power of love. I was a child, just about 3, out in the garden by the old oak tree. Picked some daisies, dandelions too. Gave them to my mom and said, I love you. Flowers show us the power of love. I was 17, so was she, the loveliest girl I ever did see. She held my hand, my heart beat fast. I found the one for me at last. Lonely times were in my past. That Valentine's Day the roses were red. I gave them to her with love, the card said. Flowers in the fields, the roses that grow, are God's way of letting us know the most beautiful things sent from above. Flowers show us the power of love. Flowers show us the power of love. On our wedding day, the bride wore white, a love like a flower that bloomed so bright. With love strong then, as it is today, flowering forever in our bouquet, the light of love that lit our way. Anniversaries came, silver and gold. Time passed, but dreams don't grow old. Our children grown, sent us flowers to say to Mom and Dad on your special day. But time is a thief, and to all it will come. The final journey for us had begun. Now we lie side by side, our spirits are free. Together forever, he and she. Flowers in the fields, the roses that grow, are God's way of letting us know the most beautiful things sent from above. Flowers show us the power of love. Flowers show us the power of love. Flowers show us the power of love.
Wonderful. That was Lois J. Barine and Jack Wills singing my composition from the poem Flowers. I enjoyed that, Countess, did you?
Oh, very lovely. Very sweet.
Wonderful. That's going to be a big hit for Lois J. Barine and Jack Wills. Ladies and gentlemen, make a note of this number, 800-930-2819. Or you can call us on 401-322-9091. This show is called Psychic World. I am John G. Sutton. With me each week is the amazing Countess Starella. And we would like you to call in because this show is about you. This show is about your hopes and dreams, your aims, your ambitions and aspirations, your love and your career. You can ring in and ask us questions. We will be delighted to answer. But we need you to call in. It's 800-930-2819, and you're going to call us next week. We're here each week. Countess, would you like to say a few words before we head off into the sunset?
Thanks to all our listeners. Have a safe and happy day or night. We're always glad to see you and to guide you to your greatest happiness and true destiny.
We will indeed. And you can get Countess Starella on Arainham.com, or myself. There is Psychic John G. You come in and have a chat to me in my little room. I'll be there. Or you can get me through psychicworld.net. It's been great to see you this evening. Do enjoy, and we'll be here next week. Thank you very much.
You've been listening to Psychic World with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella. Tune in each Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, for one of Britain's most respected psychic mediums. John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net. See you next week. Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella. One of Britain's most respected psychic mediums, John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net. Thank you for listening to Transformation Talk Radio. Like us on Facebook /Transformation Radio Network. Tweet and follow us at TransformNet. Visit us at www.transformationtalkradio.com and find us on Pinterest, Google+, YouTube, spiritualnetworks.com, Flickr, Tumblr, and Spreaker. Just search for Transformation Talk Radio. Please stay tuned at the top of the hour.
The Tick-Borne Disease Alliance, TBDA, has just launched Bite Back for a Cure, a new national grassroots campaign to build support for the fight against tick-borne diseases. This fall, 24-year-old John Donnelly is biking across America to meet others affected by tick-borne diseases and raise awareness about the national tick-borne disease epidemic. TBDA wants you to get involved in the campaign and follow John's journey. To learn more, visit bitebackforacure.org.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Steffen each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit thetruthIsfunny.com. Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella.
One of Britain's most respected psychic mediums, John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella